Honorable Mayor, ladies and gentlemen, City Council, thank you for a few minutes to make another presentation to one of our City Councilors. It is not often that during the course of political events, through the course of political career, through the stormy waters of political battles, through the pain and embarrassment of personal attacks and harassment, that one man has stood up so gallantly, one man at times stood up to be counted by himself to represent, no, even fight for the rights and beliefs of his constituents, who are in the long run of history the great final judge of political effectiveness and public service to his community and his fellow bands. A man we all know, a man we all appreciate for his service, a man who I've been authorized to present a plaque of appreciation of service to by the Concerned Citizens Against Forced Busing, a citywide organization with many thousand members. If Councilman Jesse Price would step forward, please. The plaque won't be ready till this week. The plaque will read, when ready, for meritorious service above and beyond the normal call of duty of a Dallas City Councilman from April 1967 to January 31st, 1972, for representing all the people of Dallas in a brave, outstanding, and professional manner for the past 5 years. We, the concerned citizens of Dallas Against Forced Busing, number in our ranks many thousand, authorize this plaque for outstanding service as a Dallas City Councilman with our appreciation to Councilman Jesse Price. Thank you, Councilman Price.
Get a receipt for that plaque, Jesse.
Honorable Mayor Westwise, ladies and gentlemen of the council, my name is Dick Stroman. I wanted to say just a word here on behalf of the people who reside in the 7th Council District, represented by Councilman Price. I have been a resident of that district for the past 15 years. The past few years have been involved in some of the going-ons out there, happenings. I'd like to relate to you that I've heard it said many times that during the tenure of this council and 2 preceding councils that there has been more attention paid to our end of town than ever before. And we want you to know that we appreciate it, to all of you. We feel that Mr. Price has worked closely with the residents out there, has come before this body or brought the needs and desires to this body, and you have been most responsive. And we wanted you to know that we appreciate it. We want you to know we appreciate the time that Mr. Price has spent in representing us. I'll have to say, Mr. Price, I do not have a plaque to give you. The only thing I can say is a great big thank you, and we're going to miss you. Wish you all the luck in the world. Thank you very much.
Mayor, I must say that I don't think anybody can quite realize how many hours a councilman spends on behalf of the city and what sacrifice it is for his family, for himself, for his own personal business and financial interests and so forth. And for somebody to make a sacrifice of this magnitude for a period of how many years now? For almost 5 years is really duty far beyond the call of public service. And I think any councilman who makes that kind of sacrifice deserves a great deal of credit from us all. We have come to 2 o'clock for our regular hearings. Before I get to that, I wonder if the following citizens are in the council chamber: Charlie Young, Carol Duncan, Liz Stewart, and George Clifton.
First line of each.
Mr. Allen, what do you imply or mean directly by this is it or that will be it?
Well, I mean that we have, at the insistence of the independent cab drivers, we have set deadline dates in which to try to resolve this thing and bring it to the council for final adoption. We have not been able, we've been promised time after time that they would get this information to us. They haven't done it.
No,
well, I'm talking, when I say they, I'm talking about independent drivers through their attorney. This is the one that we've been dealing with. we were supposed to have made the report 2 Mondays ago. But, in deference to these men, the fact that their attorney had not come forth with the information we needed to make a final, and definitive, decision, we continue to hold this matter in abeyance. Now, when I say this is it, I mean, tomorrow, this meeting will develop the facts we want to make our decision come Monday in the council.
In case your decision might be immoral, who do we appeal to?
It's going to be a decision made by your own group. That's what we can't understand. It's going to be a
What do you
decision
mean
made
now?
by your attorney.
You've got an attorney.
Gentlemen, now, we, they, y'all, isn't very descriptive. I get
Okay.
the feeling.
Now, let me explain to you,
I'm
because
saying the independent drivers through that.
Gentlemen, this is not Al Lipson. I hope to have a little bit better order as I speak. I respect your.
Well, you asked me, I was just
Now,
answering you,
When you
sir.
say we, do you mean that, the contract drivers plus an association of the yellow cab people? Who is we, it's not cooperating?
The council committee has not been able to get the information it has required to be furnished us by the independent driver's attorney.
And that's all.
That's all. You know what they need, we've talked about it over.
We need what Ed Pope promised he would get for us, and he has never done it. Information.
We need, the yellow cab will not furnish to us the information that we need to make this come possible.
I think your lawyer needs to tell us that in front of the attorney for the yellow cab company in that meeting tomorrow.
that is exactly correct.